So I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, and my last two videos were replayed video games, so that will definitely change. So, yeah. So we're talking about how racist my school is today. So, I'm a senior in high school. And a lot of seniors stopped speaking out, stopped actually trying, because they're like, well, we're seniors, it's our last year, so why should we care? And yes, it's our last year, but yet everybody should fight. And what about the freshmen that are coming? What about their younger siblings? I mean, I'm the youngest, right? But still, like, I know a lot of kids that are going to freshman year next year, and I'm like, I wish their school experience was better than mine and most of our experiences. So 4 years ago, my freshman year of high school, there was a walkout. I bet many of you have heard of it. It was a really big deal, which, a kid, he put a sign up which said, build a wall. It was honestly one of the saddest things ever. It was, it was just sad. Like, it was like, okay, yeah. And we all walked out because we were just tired of it, and it wasn't just because of the one little thing, It was because of more things. It's because every person of color there, every Hispanic person there at our school had suffered through some kind of racism. They have suffered some kind of thing. I know that when I moved here for 4 years straight, no, 3 years straight, I would have to run home every day after school because this kid would throw rocks at me. He would throw rocks and call me racially things. He would be like, oh, you're Mexican, you're gonna go back from when you came up, and da 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 da. Right? Stupid ass kid. Yeah. He's still my neighbor. He just doesn't go to my high school anymore, so that kind of sucks. So, so that happened to me, and I was just tired of it because the school district didn't do anything to it. The only thing they would do is they would make the kids say sorry to you, and you would move on because it was that easy to just move on, you know. And the thing that happens is just because sorry is never enough, because they're hurting you, like mentally that's hurting you, and that's you're feeling like you're down, and you're feeling like you're trash, and and it's just something that nobody should do. Like, you as a human, there you are looked down upon, and that and you can just feel that pain, and it's not good for you. It's like mentally not good for you. In this school, the reason we walked out was because of that. Like, the school never did anything to it. So, for years, earlier that year, this kid called my friend, "You dirty Mexican." Everybody in that class heard there was a sub. When the teacher came back, I told the teacher, she's like, "Well, honey, I don't believe you." And she didn't believe me. Like, why would I even joke about that? Like, that, in my opinion, that's just something you don't joke about. Like, oh yeah, somebody called my friend a dirty Mexican. Ha ha ha. And it's just something you don't. A few years back, I don't remember what year, but a teacher came back, a teacher of color. Not back. A teacher, came to the school. She was new, a teacher of color. And this kid calls her the N-word. But, honey, you just don't say that. It's not your word. It's, you don't say that. And I'm glad the teacher quit. And, yeah. Okay, back to the walkout. The kid that put it, I didn't know who he was. I thought he was a cool dude. I have him in a class. And I was like, well, he's a cool dude. You know? I'm not gonna say who it is, because I feel that if you go to fourth grade, you know who it is, and if you don't, I'm not gonna tell you. Him and his friends planned it all, and none of them got suspended, not even one. And you should really get suspended for something like that, you know? He did it. And there's been other accidents like this in our school. There's been small accidents, right? And I say them small because for the white people, those small accidents aren't a big deal. You know, they're like, well, why are they even mad? And we have a reason to get mad because we live through it almost every single day of our lives. We see it, we live through it. And they don't. So of course they would see those problems small. Like the walkout, they're like, well, there's no reason to walk out. And there was a reason. And the reason was we were done with it all. And the thing they don't understand is because they have the white privilege. And if you don't understand why, it's because you have the white privilege. You know? A lot of those kids that, the big group of racist kids, you know, the white privileged kids. I remember my middle school, they would, you know, throw me to the floor. They would, you know, close the lock at my face. Whenever I opened it, they would pass by and they would close it to my face, and just a whole bunch of terrible things. And it was the worst years of my life. So that would happen. And, yeah. So, in our history classes, you know what they do? They teach European and American studies. And, you know, they don't really teach any classes of other cultures, but they do teach culture and identity. But, you know who teaches it? A white lady. So, yeah. And these classes, these history classes in our high school, you should see the history books. You should really see them, because they were made for the, you know, white man. Because the white man is strong and all that crap. I need help. So yeah, our school is pretty fucked up. It is full of racial kids. And when the walkout happened, a whole bunch of schools around us saw there needed to be change too, even though maybe their students didn't speak much as we did. You know, they see they needed to be changed. And they made change happen. And you know what our school did? Is that every year, once a year, they have an assembly where we talk about our feelings. Like, that's gonna work. Talking about our feelings really helps. Yeah. So, that's bullshit right there. And you know what? Like, 90% of our teachers are all white. You know, white. And there's only very little teachers of color, Hispanic teachers. Like, so little. And you know what they're usually at? They're usually in the language department. You know, teachers that teach English or ESL or, you know, things like that. Like, they're not really. Yeah. So, that's really sad. So yeah, it's like usually in the language classes, in the Marathi class, of course, and it's really sad to see my school like this. So, yeah. So that was me talking about how fucked up my school is. I didn't plan on making this video. I made it last minute. I didn't even have a thing to read. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna be uploading more videos like this. And I'm gonna try to upload more videos. I know I keep saying that, but I'll actually try. you guys should check out my last video. Well, not my last video, because that was me playing video games. But you should check out a video I made a few months ago during the summer called Soy Mexicana. It's in Spanish. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I'm gonna have to, link down below and all that. So, subscribe, I guess, like, and share. Because, I'm saying share because I feel like this is something we should all listen to, and yeah. And I guess the point of this video is there needs to be action. It's just not words. We're done with the words at, right now, and it's action. So, yeah. Bye, and have a good day, I guess.